Hey guys, it's me Pinky. In one of the last videos I talked about Deanas' Mainhand, and well, since I skipped Deanas' Mainhand when it was coming out in the Layers of Flame, I also realized I skipped Deanas in the Layers of Flame, or Deanas' Mainhand, better so to say. I think Deanas is one of the rarest commanders out there, possibly the rarest commander that people have, gold, awakened 4 stars, and so on. If you remember, when Deanas got announced, I was like, this is the end of full bow, because I was expecting her to be cheaper, and then she was 1k, and then people were kind of a bit disappointed with her awakening, which is the Butterfly's Blessing. In short, you get 40% defense, and every 10 total attacks your lineup does, you get a shield for their troop tag. Keep in mind that Spear's attack, like the slowest of all the melee troops, it's normally 32 attacks of calves in 40 seconds, 28-ish of infantries, and 25-ish of spears. So you could think that you get 2.5 shields, but that's not correct, because you have 5 columns. Every column adds up, so you have 125 attacks, which means you kinda get a shield every 3.5 seconds, something around that. That can be kind of strong. It does not work against bleed, so if you use against bleed, you will just be able to shield the normal attacks of the enemy. One normal attack does not really do a lot, but it also works against females, and against females you can't stop the commander attacks. Now you can of course argue that one commander attack is also not a lot. I think with her main hand she got awesome, so let's just take a look into her main hand. Her main hand is the Butterfly Descendant. Well, maybe also the naming of her. An awesome battle commander is not, let's say, you don't assume that with butterflies. So if you unlock the main hand, it technically stays the same. You just get an extra effect, which is after the battle begins, all elite lineups gain 3 shields that absorb 60% of damage for 5 seconds. So that basically won't really help you against bleed again, because if you are unlucky or you have a wall or whatever, you will not get any normal attack in 5 seconds. But this will for sure help you against the blue dragon, which can also be used with bleed. So the blue dragon will do 60% less damage, and it will help you a lot against Salma. So let's say the enemy has the blue dragon and Danny. Both will hit anything, both will do 60% less damage, and then you still have the normal Salma activation that will do 60% less damage, and of course every extra activation then makes the normal damage again. And why is this so good? Well, you have to think about when you go back to the Danny video that you can kill 1 million, and with the main hand even more in the first second. For example, if you fight Raleigh against Raleigh in a grade 30, for example, one of the big upswings that females have is the first second damage. Weakness needs to stack the damage, so everything you can avoid losing in the first second will help you a lot in the end of the fight when weakness is stacked big time with less stacks and doing a lot of damage. So minimizing these first second swing from females against weakness does give you a great deal. So, and then if you look at the 4-star weapon, there are actually 2 changes, which means you get 6 shields. So basically, even if Salma procs a few times, she will most likely not do the full damage. If Cersei activates, she will only do the full damage, most likely against your front line. The back line will be still shielded, unless of course Cersei activates more than 4 times, then the shields would be gone. But this effect is even bigger now. And then it also changes to every 5 weakness attacks. So after the first shield, you get the shields twice as often in the ongoing fight, which means it's way more likely you have it when a commander attack will hit you. So that also helps. But to be honest, getting the main hand, the biggest change is the first second, because it's still possible your shield that you get in the fight gets popped by a normal attack, which does not do that much damage, but it can also shield a commander attack that would normally counter you and take a lot of the damage away. Still, with 4 stars, it's not helping you against bleed. I think that's fine, because bleed should counter weakness, weakness should counter females, and like we see, females do counter bleed quite a bit. So I wonder for this UC, for example, when will we see the first maxed account going with Spear Weakness, with Deana, full weakness lineup, maybe even Amiradon once he's out. But so far I think you can just go Deana, Baelish, Jamie, Drake, and then just go Thursday to disarm the bleed. So if someone hits you with bleed, he still gets disarmed by Thursday, and you still will have like a big influence on the bleed people. Together with less counter, you should be able to hold yourself quite good against the bleed people. So I think it's an awesome main hand, to be honest. Have fun getting Deana, have fun getting the main hand, and I hope this was helpful.